He's coming off a stellar day, scoring twice and adding a bunch of yards as well. It's the Seahawks and the Cards on EA Sports.
We are in the Pacific Northwest in the NFL. Smith going to go to the air first play. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Geno.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Geno now to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Smith, this throw finds Smith-Njigba.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Here's Smith. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now Geno. And the pressure gets to him again.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First plays a run to Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Third down and 1. Another run now for Nwangu.
Holding offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Stroud off the play fake. That is caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 13-yard line.
Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. That's complete out left to Alwood.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the
First and goal at the 1. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And this time he is in. Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing again is Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give for Walker running right. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football.
And all the way, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7.
it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Stroud. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. On the give is Nwangu. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Motion man is Schwartz. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. On the run is Nwangu. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Second down and 3.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Smith now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Smith.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Play action. Stroud now.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They run it again with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staying at a 3rd and 13.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. So get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Smith.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd down, here's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
McPherson on for the point after. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, this is Turpin. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud off the play fake. Pass complete there to McCoy. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Nwangu, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kene Nwangu with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards have cut it back within a score. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. Taking it right down Broadway. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Now Gino on 1st down. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to... They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This to swell the lead to 6. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will add 3 more to the lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that'll be caught.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's going to be third down and forever.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Going to be taken in here by McClure.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Nwangu. Fights off the defender. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset, and they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Another run now for Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So Gino and the Seahawks down 28-27, just under 2 minutes to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Smith to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now Smith Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Smith's going to throw it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Smith.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
At the 45-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Smith.
And Walker has it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Now it's Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down at the 25.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game.
Seibert's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
that sack. It goes to Jorge Mafe. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on